Hello everyone, it's Penny and Becca here with Well Power. Hey, hi there. It's Sunday Summer Stretch Series, and today we are talking about chaos. Not because we had planned to talk about chaos, but because it seems to me there's a lot of chaos going on around the world. Hey, Gilbert's here. Yay, Gilbert joined. Hi, Gilbert. So we found out that we have to do this on the phone. We used to be able to do it on our computer and on our... Hey, Veronique. Yay. Hi, Veronique. Yes, cool. So we are coming to you live from Iowa this evening. And Iowa, where there will be no eclipse passing over tomorrow. But I don't know if you're in, like, the eclipse frenzy. I got the t-shirt just, you know, in preparation, but
very nice. I have no t-shirt. I'm a slacker.
Well, it's, you know, I was all excited because I thought this is, you know, once in a lifetime thing. It's so exciting. But then, you know, as I hear different astrologists talk about it, it's maybe not quite necessarily such a, you know, it's one of those things that happens very rarely, and, you know, when the sun's blocked out, and we're talking about the dark forces and all of that. So we're all going to be, can you hear us? Okay, cool. We have our producer, Gavin, who's Becca's son, is here.
He would like to mention that people are going crazy. That's what he was just
Yay,
telling us.
Cool. Yay.
And it's true.
Yeah, so
people are a little crazy.
Yeah, people are, yeah. So please feel free to jump in, because this is what we're all about tonight. We're all about talking about being a little bit crazy, because first of all, there we go. So now this is so exciting when we have a young person who knows way more about technology than we do, because then we can figure this out. I mean, we tried to do these videos, and it just took us so darn long to upload them that we just thought, we're going to come to you live, and we're going to be very vulnerable because there's no editing. Because when we did the videos, we could edit a lot, especially the time when my hair was standing straight up. And
it really should have been live, because that was awesome.
That was probably the funniest one we've done so far. But I have to also explain to you, too, what's happening here is that oh yay, we saw a little something going by. That is so exciting, because we're sitting kind of far away, because last week we noticed, or at least let me just say, I noticed that you were probably looking at my chin most of the time, and that's not the most attractive feature, and so we're trying to have a little bit of space. And we also want to share with us, with you, and us, I guess, our lovely background. Bob just mowed the lawn.
Yay,
so
Bob.
It's looking super great. And he, thank goodness, mowed it when we weren't talking, so we didn't have to compete with the lawnmower, which is always exciting. So that would have been a little more chaos to add to the picture. So
it would have gone well with our theme.
Yes. So we don't really want to. Well, we're going to talk a lot about the chaos, but the main purpose is to talk about the calm at our center that we can return to intentionally, and how, when everything around us is going a little bit crazy, how we can get ourselves back to center. Because I think what happens sometimes is when things get crazy, it creates this momentum of craziness, and we do not have to be in that crazy train. We don't have to get on the crazy train. No.
Nope.
We can be calm. And I was going to bring my little Buddha over, because I have so many of them that one of them wanted to come with me, but one of them got to be in the tapping video, so the other ones have been wanting to now be in their own video.
Yes.
But
can't leave them out.
No, you know. So anyway, we're going to show you a few things just to kind of bring you what I call instant calm. And this is kind of funny, because I used to call myself the Queen of Calm, and then when I started working at my current job, people are like, "Are you sure you weren't the Queen of Chaos?" Because things, harsh. It was harsh, but things get a little wacky at that job, and sometimes, especially this time of year, I work at a community college, and we start tomorrow, so it's freak out time. It's freak out time for so many people for so many reasons. So if you're just joining us, would you like to tell us maybe why you're freaking out?
If you're freaking out, we shouldn't assume that you are.
Shouldn't assume.
Maybe you've already mastered this inner peace thing that we're trying to get a hold on.
Yeah, totally. You might have it
And
down.
if so, maybe you
Yeah.
have a suggestion that we haven't.
Yes, let me just rewind and say, if you have a way that you have mastered peace and would like to share it with us, oh, we would so like to know.
Yes, that is true.
Yes,
we really would like to know.
Because we're just going to share this little thing with you that we shared with a group of young ladies earlier this
that
summer.
was fun.
Oh my gosh, they were such little Buddhists. Bodhisattvas, I guess. They were just so amazing. Because what we did was this. You just, okay, I don't know if you can see this. We're just going to do this simple little tapping thing. And you go, start here, then go here, then go here, then go here. So it's pointer. Is that pointer? Ring, no.
Middle finger.
Index.
Oh, index.
Pointer.
Middle.
Where is ring man? You know that little
Where
thing?
is ringman? This is ringman.
Does
We know our
anyone
fingers.
Yeah,
We do. We're
well,
just.
some of us do. I mean, Becca knows her fingers,
This
but
is the index finger or the pointer
yeah.
finger. And then you got your middle
then there's
finger.
that middle finger.
There's
then.
that one that you're not supposed to show people.
That could be showing a lot lately in the chaotic situation
Right.
that we could be
We
in.
need to refrain from trying
Right.
to use this one.
Right.
Other than in tapping.
In tapping.
In tapping, it's okay.
Right. In tapping.
And
So
Then
what-
the ring finger, then the pinky finger.
Yeah. So if we're going 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just okay. Try it with me. You don't have to feel bad because we can't see you.
And
We are the
obviously
only
we're having
ones-
our own trouble.
We're having our own little party here with our fingers. Our fingers. Hey, Jody. Hi. So we are just talking about how to bring some instant calm into a chaotic situation, and what we're showing you is just how to do some finger tapping, and you can do it very subtly. I mean, we're doing it very obviously to get it on the film, but you can do it, just quietly at your desk, under your desk, or whatever. So
As someone is really annoying the crap
Yeah.
out of you, you just keep your hands in your lap and you just kind of
boom,
tap
boom, boom,
away.
boom, boom. So what we're going to start with, since we're talking about this calm thing, we're going to do peace starts with me. Now, it can be subtle only if you don't say it out loud like that, but I love it when you say it out loud, and so you can. So you can try it with me, and especially if you're home by yourself and nobody's around, just go ahead, shout it out. Just be loud, be proud, say it out loud. Peace starts with me. Peace starts with me. Peace starts with. And you can just do that till you kind of calm down. And if you don't like the word peace, you could also say calm. Calm starts with me. Or if you're getting really triggered by something, you could say patience.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
with me. Patience starts with me. Hey,
I could do that all day long.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I mean, so do you get it? It's just an easy little thing.
On the
And
road?
again, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. When you're driving, you could have your
Patience
fingers
starts
up there.
with me. Patience starts
Yeah.
with me.
Yeah. See how?
Oh, I'm on the
So-
road way too much, so I can see that happening.
Yeah. Can you see Becca? I feel like there we go. Maybe
I
she's
was-
so beautiful. I just wanted you to be able to see her. I didn't want to be like a,
I was okay with scooting.
what am I trying to say? A screen hog. A screen hog.
I was
That's
okay
the-
with scooting off.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about this today. Like when we started doing Facebook Lives the first time on New Year's Eve. Was it New Year's Eve and then New Year's Day?
yeah.
And both. It was terrifying. And now it's just like, okay, we'll put it's like anytime we want to do something, like, well, let's do it live. Let's go
Sure,
on.
why not?
Go
Let's
right
do
on
this.
there. Let's
Party
get on the
on.
computer part. Yeah. So a little chaos. So we're talking. We are. My name is Penny Plautz, and this is Becca Formente.
Hi.
I'm sorry, I maybe did not introduce us. Hey, Amy, how are you? So we are just here in the waiting for the eclipse and talking about some of the craziness that might be going on with that. And then, of course, we have world events, which are tragic and scary and unsettling. And so we're just trying to find our center in the middle of that. Because, I think there's this piece of us that says, what can I do for that, or how can I help that? And you can be a force for good. That's what we are here to talk about, is how you can be a force for good and how you can lend your whole being to just add a sense of calm and presence and love and light, because
Yes.
I think it's so necessary right now. I mean, I feel like most of you who are joining us and who are watching this, you are forces for good. And maybe you're doing it very intentionally and consciously in the world, or maybe you're doing it in your own quiet way. But all I want to say is that we need you now. You know, so shine, 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 shine.
Yes.
Because, you know, tomorrow there's going to be a little bit of time. And I really don't know how it all works. Like, we're not in the direct path. So
no, unfortunately, we're going to miss it.
I'm okay with not going completely dark. I really...
Well, so, that and all the chaos that's happening everywhere where it is the direct path.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
it's
lots
crazy.
of people showing up in lots of places. And, you know, it tends, for me, when a lot of people go one place, I tend to want to go the opposite direction.
Yes.
I mean, it's not that I don't like people. I just don't care to be around large groups all at the same time.
Especially when there's chaos.
Especially when there's chaos.
My niece is an air traffic controller, and she had to drive 12 hours down to Nebraska to set up a temporary air traffic control tower for all the fly-ins that are happening coming into Nebraska for the eclipse.
Yeah.
So there's, again, a lot of chaos,
Yeah.
and I'm not a big fan. I like to stay nice and calm, but I am very susceptible
I love it.
to other people's emotions.
Yeah.
So when there's chaos and there's craziness and there's all these people around me, I tend to, I need little tricks like this that will help me
Hi, Emily.
remind myself how to stay calm.
Stay calm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So remember, peace starts with me. Peace starts with me, or patience starts with me.
Yes.
Lauren, hey,
Hi.
Lauren. Hi, Lauren. I'm so glad you're here. So we just did the finger tapping, which is a real subtle form of tapping, and we were saying one thing we can do when we get a little stressed out is just pick a word, a quality, something that you want to bring into yourself, like peace or patience or love or forgiveness or calm or whatever, and just say, love starts with me, patience starts with me, calm starts with me. And you don't have to, do it up here like you're like you're playing the maracas. You can,
if you're
can
alone
quietly,
and you want to, you can. But if you're in
yeah.
front of people and you just want to kind of do it on the down low, like you're playing with
and
your fingers,
can run it through your mind. You don't have to say it out loud. We just have to, so you know what we're talking about. Because even though there's a lot of chaos and crazy things going on, we need to explain ourselves. So anyway, that is what we are talking about. Another thing that you can do with tapping is there's a point here that you can just tap, and it's not quite as obvious because people tend to do this sort of thing anyway, so you can always tap here. There's another point called the karate chop point, and you can tap here, and sometimes just kind of
again, you can be very subtle about it.
Yeah, you can. It's just like, oh, I have a little itch or something. But really, you can say, oh my gosh.
It almost looks like you're fidgeting. You're just sort of tapping your foot, tapping your hand.
So there's this tapping point. Some of the other ones are a little more obvious, like top of the head, unless you think, oh, I just have a little scratch, or this one, which might be okay, or this one, like, oh, I just have but this one, or this one, that one's kind of
a little
obvious,
more obvious.
and this one is pretty obvious, but this one might be okay. So what we do when we tap to calm down is we just we do not. We don't negate what's going on. We go ahead and say that. Whoa.
Sorry.
A little chaos going
on.
Our camera chaos going on now. So anyway, we just say what it is. So we express the emotion we're feeling to move the emotion, and then we try and work with it to change it up a little bit.
So you want to give an example?
Yeah, so if you're feeling super anxious, we always start out and you say what it is I'm feeling, even though I'm feeling really anxious, I love and accept myself. Another thing, if you don't want to use those flowery words like I love and accept myself,
but they're really powerful, so I suggest doing them. Yeah, I've used other words before, and nothing really affects me like I love and accept myself, because I think nobody ever wants to say that about themselves. Somehow we think that we're being narcissistic, or we're being by saying we love and accept ourselves.
Yeah, or we think, wait, there's just so much that's not acceptable about me. When there's a bunch, you are so lovable, especially Lauren. Lauren's very lovable. You too, Emily. So yeah, saying that. The other option you can say is, even though I'm feeling really anxious right now, I choose peace. So you could say something like that to say what you're choosing, something on the positive. Bob's here. Bob joined.
Hi,
Hey, Bob. Yeah, Bob, who just mowed the grass, so that we
and just
have
walked
this.
the dogs.
Yeah,
We
and
just saw him
walked
over
the dog.
there.
He's everywhere except on the screen with us. So he's tricky like that. Okay, so that's what you would do. You would set it up like that, and then you would say, even though I'm really anxious, or I'm, you know, I know a lot of people, a lot of you have probably felt, especially if you're a little bit empathic, you might have really felt what's going on in the world, and it's really maybe bothering you, and you're just a little bit overwhelmed with emotions and how can this be happening, and you might be a little bit scared too, and that's perfectly understandable because you can take on these feelings. So again, it's really good just even to do this thing of peace starts with me, or patience, or compassion, because I know that you may believe that it doesn't make a difference what you are sending out, but if you get afraid and you start sending that fear out, that just amplifies. So what you really want to do, especially in the next 24 hours, is really try and ground yourself any way that you can. If you oh my goodness, if you can get a massage, if you can
nice.
Maybe plant some plants, if you can just do something that makes you feel very nurtured, very in touch, you know, let's just try and stay calm, breathe deeply, listen to some great music. I mean, hey, do any of you guys have some suggestions? I mean, you're your own best source of knowing what makes you feel good. So I don't want to tell you exactly what to do. I'm just going to give you some suggestions. So what would you do, Bob? Bob, I see that you're on here. Would you mow the grass? Bob could mow the grass. That would be a very grounding thing. We also...
I was like, that's not what relaxes me. Play golf.
Yeah, oh yeah. You could, yes, you could play golf. He likes that. Yeah,
that
for
would
sure.
be relaxing.
So, yeah. And I know Lauren is in Costa Rica, so Lauren could have some mangoes down there. Or he described this wonderful scene where he's got this incredible wellness retreat, and so he could just walk out and be among, you know, nature and be very, yeah. So Lauren's in a really cool place. So yeah, and wherever you are, if there's something that you can do, I mean, just take really good care of yourself for the next 24 hours. There's going to be a lot of excitement and things going on, and it's also a time where I think it's so rare, and there's so much attention seeking, and there's so Bob put beer. No.
Or, you know, a glass of wine, a bottle of beer,
Well, yeah, and then just stay off the road. That's all I say. If you're going to do that, you just stay at your home and, you know, entertain your dog. So,
on the hill.
Yeah.
I keep trying to fix that.
We're sorry. We have to fix our chaotic. Okay, so we're set up. We're on the dog treat bowl. So the dog treat bowl isn't as stable as we might like it. But
it's
anyway,
pump in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about you guys? Can we have some ideas? Anybody have any suggestion? I mean, what would be a good thing? What would be a really good way for you to take care of yourself? I mean, we're
a bubble bath.
Yeah.
A bubble bath always makes me happy.
Yeah.
Like light some candles and just chill for a little bit.
Yeah. And maybe just put some good vibes out there for just, you know, I know there's some crazy stuff going on, and maybe just I kind of like this idea of like dedicating your day or to someone. Mm-hmm. You know, things that we won't do for ourselves, or even if that's being nice to ourselves. Sometimes we would do it for somebody else. So if you want to, oh yes, couples massage. Oh yeah, we like that.
There you go.
Yeah, that's so great. Yeah. So yeah, anything you can do like that would be really great, and we'd love to hear from you. And you know, I'm not trying to add to.
I need a massage and a good night's sleep.
Oh yes.
Oh wow.
Oh, Veronique, are you home now? Or are you still in Germany or France? I'm just wondering if you're back home yet in Texas, because
well, if it's 2:25 there, I'm thinking she's
still, yeah.
I don't
okay,
think that's
never
Texas time.
Got it. okay, that helped us out right there. Wow! So she's probably maybe in France now, I think. So, yeah. So we're just maybe it's
still
not
Germany.
No, still Germany.
Oh, that's
okay.
way cool.
Oh, wow.
That's really cool.
Yes, I wish I knew some German and I could say something. I only know like Eins, zwei, drei, and I don't even know if that's right. I think that means 1, 2, 3. But I could be wrong.
Maybe she'll tell you.
Yeah, maybe she'll say, "Quit trying to speak German. The only thing you can say that's German is your last name." So I'll just stick with that. So anyway, yeah. So I'm just going to do a quick reminder because I'm trying to remember how to do the Facebook Live now and tell you that it's me, Penny, and Becca, and we're here on our Sunday Summer Stretch series, and we are just talking about chaos and how to find calm in a chaotic world and a chaotic situation.
I think the biggest thing that anybody can do anywhere is to just meditate briefly. Just get quiet, get wordless, and just kind of go back inside your own head and calm yourself down. A little self-talk. And maybe not even with words self-talk, but just some pictures of things that are really peaceful to you. And just take a few minutes to close your eyes and think. I think that always helps me.
Yeah.
Like I just shut my eyes and pretend I'm not wherever it is I am and chill for a minute. I think that helps. That's my suggestion. Other than tapping, which
tapping
is, much easier to do when driving.
Yeah.
Don't close your eyes and meditate.
Don't close. No, not when driving. Yeah. Yeah, and then, and I know you all have probably heard this one, but just, breathe deeply. I mean, sometimes we do these short, shallow breaths, and, if we do enough short, shallow breaths, we're hyperventilating. So if you could just remember, take a breath all the way down into your belly. Yeah, Becca and I always do this little warm-up before we start, called the blowfish. And, it's usually in our outtakes, but you're getting us live tonight, so you're getting it. Oh, there are no outtakes.
So I just did it for you.
All here. You're seeing all the behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, everywhere on the scenes. Yeah, it's just like you're having a little party with us. Aren't you excited? I'm so excited that you came. I am really excited that you came. Because, so we started out this whole summer stretch series, and I'll give you a little background on it, because we started it in June. And what the idea was, I used to teach a stretch class, a physical stretch class. I'm a certified fitness instructor, even though I don't really do that so much anymore. But I used to teach a stretch class on Sunday. And it was so incredible because it was like this strange combination of philosophy and spirituality and stretching and a little bit of yoga put in there. I mean, we did a lot of things, but it was like a really cool way for us to come together as a community. I was living in Santa Fe, New Mexico at the time, and we just did some really, we'd stretch and we'd talk, and things can happen, and you see things from a different perspective when you're stretching or moving or on your back or on, your feet are in the air or whatever. You get a different perspective, but yet we were able to just kind of discuss things. And so we were thinking that we couldn't really have that kind of stretch class with all of you, but we could have a stretching of the minds. And so that's why we started this, because I said, and then we can do the alliteration with Summer Sunday Stretch Series and do it at 7 p.m. So we just
threw fun.
Yeah, it's just fun. And then, of course, we were terrified when we started, and now we're just ridiculous with it, because it's like, what are we going to talk about this week? And we kind of...
You don't want to forget what you want to talk about before we get off?
Right. We want to talk about something very special that's 5 weeks away. It is, yay, here comes a little butterfly-looking thing. So what we want to talk about, we started the series to then give you an example of what we'll be doing at our Tapping into Willpower Retreat.
Yes.
And that is happening in September 23rd, Saturday, September 23rd. More S's.
Alliteration.
Yeah.
We're good like that.
Yeah, so we wanted to have you have a whole summer with us, so you could get used to hanging out with us and knowing our style.
And knowing that, we're a little crazy, and maybe it'd be fun to hang out with us for a day.
For a whole day.
And we might have some smart stuff stuck in there, too, that might really help you.
Yeah, we do. And I might have mentioned before that Becca's a great cook. And Becca will be cooking at the retreat. It is so great because she's going to be making some healthy, nutritious, and delicious food for us. And then we're going to be doing some tapping. So that's why I keep bringing up this idea of tapping. I know some of you know all about it because you do it, like Veronique, for example. She's a great tapper. And Lauren and I have been trying to do some tapping, and some of you at least know about it. But and then there's Bob, who probably doesn't want to know about it, but he has to know about it because I'm like, let's tap on that, Bob. Let's tap on it.
Like it or not.
Oh, yes, right, Lauren. When are we doing the 7-day tapping into wellness retreat in Costa Rica? Well, wouldn't that be awesome?
Twist my arm.
Yeah.
I'm all about it.
We could maybe do it in September. We could just change the venue, but you're probably so swamped now. You have so much business now, Lauren, that you probably couldn't take us for like a year or something. But I'm sure everybody on the call would like to come with us to Costa Rica. I mean, Lauren's place is so awesome. Oh, hey, Karen. Hello, Karen, too. I don't know if your little puppy has joined us, too, or not. That'd be fun. She's got a little puppy. So, yeah, she's just still pretty little. So, anyway, yeah, we would love to do that retreat. But we are doing the retreat actually in September, very close to here. So we're showing you the lovely scenery, the greenery. I mean, people don't always think about this as Iowa. They think it's heaven, and we say no.
It's Iowa.
That's right, because we can, because that's
right.
like our claim to fame. The movie, The Field of Dreams. If you don't know what we're talking about, that's what we're talking about now. And we're talking about the eclipse. That's why I have the T-shirt on, and about the chaos that sometimes comes around when big events like this, big planetary cosmic events happen. So what I say: strap in, put on your spacesuit. Put on your goggles. Be sure and wear your protective eye
and take
glasses.
A picture of yourself because I want to see that.
Yeah, we'd like to see you in the spacesuit with the goggles and all of that. We'd love to see how you're spending. Yeah, I think this is just going to be my outfit, and we're not going to be in the direct
I could try and make a homemade spacesuit suit with goggles.
Yeah, and hey,
I could post a picture of me.
Yeah, we could. We promise some special shots tomorrow from the eclipse day. Yeah, so that's what we're talking about, and we're talking about peace starts with me. We're showing you this in case you just popped in, like Karen Till, and she might not know. What are you people doing with your fingers? This is called finger tapping, and we're just doing peace starts with me. Gilbert, are you still there? I don't know if you're still with us. I saw you in the beginning, and now we're on this teeny tiny little phone, so we don't know. And Julia, my friend Julia, was going to join us, but I'm not sure she's in yet. But anyway, so that's what we're doing. Peace starts with me. We're also talking about other things that we can do to calm us down. I'm betting Karen would say, just let me pet my dog. Pets are really good for calming us down.
True.
So if you have pets, that's, and
my dog is at my feet right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you could see
support.
Roscoe, he's down there just taking care of things, keeping us calm. A little dog. Yes. Yep. So, so there's lots of ways that you can seek out calm, and try and get yourself in.
But you can make a big difference, not just on yourself, but on everyone around you. If you're emanating from a state of peace and happiness and gratitude, you actually can affect a large amount of people all around you to kind of help keep everybody at more of a peaceful level, which, like she said, at this time when there's so many changes and so many crazy things going on, anything you can do to help yourself as well as others.
Yeah. Even if you have to wear a badge or a star, like you're the sheriff, I'm the boss of this calm thing, and I'm a force for good. So I just think that we can't underestimate our part in things. Like even if it feels like you feel very helpless and you can't do anything, you can always show up in your magnificence. You can show up and you can beam love, and you can beam kindness.
And it makes a huge difference.
It does.
It really does. You don't think it does, but it does.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference.
Yeah, and so I just say this: if there's wackiness going on all around you, just calmly walk through it and light beams of love, you know, if you can try that. And yes, I know the words to Kumbaya, and Becca knows how to sing them. So she's got a really good voice. So I know I might be getting a little bit too Kumbaya-ish right now, but I just think it's important. I think it's, hey, Denise, hey, welcome. I just think it's important that we all realize that we can either add to the problem or we can add to the solution. So I'd like to add to the solution, and I'd like to do that by finger tapping. Peace starts with me. Or just even writing, or like you said, meditating, listening to good music, maybe sipping some nice tea, or having some delicious fruit in Costa Rica with Lauren. We keep going back to Lauren because like we kind of want to be there right now, although we are calm and we are happy with where we are right at the moment. Right. I don't want to really do any traveling in the next 24 hours, except, to school, which is starting for us tomorrow, which is really awesome, right in the middle of everything, because students get a little, hey, Gertie's here. I know it says Lisa, but we really call her Gertie. So, hey, Gertie.
Hi.
It's so great you're here. And all in good time. Oh, Lauren, you're great. So, yes, we will all get to Costa Rica eventually with Lauren, and we will be singing Kumbaya, and we'll be having mangoes, and we'll hear the monkeys laughing, and it's going to be great. Monkeys. And we'll do some tapping, finger tapping. Peace starts with me. So we're just talking about how we can get ourselves calm when everything's going crazy and the planets are aligning, and, I kind of wish we had the soundtrack to the Age of Aquarius. I just feel like the beginning of that music, the fifth dimension and all that far out groovy stuff would be so awesome. Did I mention, I think I did, that Becca's a great singer, so she could maybe start doing a little singing for us. But anyway, so
I will do you all a favor and not do that.
Well, anyway, what I want to know from all of you, hey, Judy, yay, hi, thanks for joining us. So we're just talking about staying calm in the midst of crazy times, and if anybody wants to just pipe in with what they do to keep calm. I mean, we already heard from Bob, who said mowing the lawn. No, he didn't. He said beer. He said
and
beer
couples
and
massage.
Couples massage, which was nice. That was a good thing for him to say, because if he would have just said, one massage, then I would have said, because I get a little stressed out. But I'm calm right now. And so then we're just talking about beaming light and beaming love and beaming happiness. Like Becca said this really cool thing the other day. She said, I would just like to be paid for being me. And I'm like,
I did say that. I say that every day.
Yeah.
That is my new mantra.
That is so cool.
I want to be paid for being me.
Yeah. So, I mean, think about this. If your life were so great that it's just like, wow, people just pay me for being me. But actually, they do. I mean, I would pay you.
Right?
Because, I do.
I'm
I
cool
walk
like
with
that.
Yeah, she's cool like that. We walk. She is so cool like that. We walk our dogs every day.
It's a dream. I want to be cool like that.
Becca, you're so cool. It's fun. Yeah, I mean, really. She comes up with these amazing things. We're out on the dog walks, and she just like, boom, says something amazing. So then we're like, okay, we got to put that on the video. Yeah, because everything now has to go on the video. If we say something brilliant, we have to write it down so that we can bring it
We have to share it with you. We want to share it with you.
Yeah, and share it with you not only here, but at that retreat. So we're just going to answer a few questions about the retreat. Because
tell them exactly what's going on so that they have an idea.
Yeah, here's what's happening. So in September, it's not an eclipse, but it could be equally amazing and impactful because your world could shift. And it, we're going to do, it's going to be, it was so great because one of my very favorite students texted me yesterday, and she said, I'm coming to the retreat. So that made me super happy. And she said, I'm a little bit nervous. And I said, yeah, me too. And, I'm leading it. But the thing is, we should all, because when you're doing transformational work, you don't want to go in thinking you know it all already. You don't want to go in thinking, I know what's going to happen here today. You want to be a little bit surprised. You want to be a little bit delighted. You want to be a little bit
excited,
yeah,
nervous, all of that. Because, you're going to come out of it, hopefully, seeing a whole different view on the world, on yourself, on what you're going to do next.
Right. Yeah, because if the reason, okay, here would be the number one reason you would come to the retreat. It's like you're at this point in your life, and hey, you have a good life, but you're maybe thinking, wait, is that it? Isn't there a little bit more that I can do? I was expecting at this point to maybe be here, and I'm still here, and I know that I have greatness inside of me, but I'm not sure yet who else does. So how can I contribute? How can I do that? So we are going to help you move the needle on that. We are not going to let you stay in that stuck place where you're thinking, I'm meant for more, but I am terrified to do anymore. We're going to show you in bite-sized, easily executable action steps. That was a lot of words right there, but I mean, we're just going to show you how to, get off the couch, I guess.
Right.
And I don't mean that in a mean way. I just mean in the couch that you are currently residing in your mind. I mean, because you could probably be, I mean, if you're watching this, you're probably already a go-getter. You're probably already, like, if I, I mean, any of you, I would say, man, you guys are already doing, we're just swatting a few mosquitoes around here, because we're outside in Iowa in August. And so, anyway, at night.
That's when they come out.
Yeah, so that's what we're all about on this retreat, and you're going to be with other people who are also in the same situation. So it's not like, I think the biggest thing is that we sometimes think that we're alone, that nobody else is going through the same stuff, or no one has the same feelings, and oh no, that's not true. I mean, the thing is, we all share those, and oh gosh, that little mosquito was getting close to me. So anyway, that's what we're going to talk about at the retreat, and then we are just going to have a lot of fun. I mean, we've got a labyrinth that we can walk through. We're going to do a guided labyrinth. We're going to do a fire ceremony. We are going to tap. We're going to do some tapping. So not only, I mean, you won't have to do this subtle peace starts with me thing underneath the table silently in your head. You get to say it.
We're going to go all out. We're going to do the
tapping. And we're going to do the monkey.
spots.
We're going to be doing all sorts of things. But I tell you,
we're going to move some energy.
Yes, exactly. See? It's like she completes me. I just have to say part of it, and then she finishes. I mean, this is what happens. It's so great when you have a friend like that.
It is very good.
So anyway, that's what we're gonna do. So hey, Melody. All right.
Hi.
Yay. Hi. So that's what
Hi,
we're
Judy.
talking about. We're talking about the retreat and all the excitement that's going to happen there, and how we're a little bit nervous. I mean, really, anytime you get together and you're like, oh, I just committed to a whole day, what's going to happen here? It's going to be great. And if nothing else, you're going to get to have Becca's great food. At lunch, it's going to be so yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And plus, we're just going to have some fun. We're going to do some hard work. I mean, not physically hard work, but we're going to...
Challenge ourselves
we're just going to nudge you. We're going to nudge you a little bit. We're going to have you look at your life in a way that you may not have looked at it that particular way before. Then we're going to do some tapping, and then we're just going to laugh our heads off, because we're all about having a good time. And then we're all about, bringing calm when things get a little bit kooky, crazy, whatever. So anybody come up with any ideas about what you do when you're feeling a little crazy? I mean, do you just take a nap? Do you go do yoga? Do you do pet your dog? I mean, anything like that. We'd love to hear how are you planning? Well, many of us will be working tomorrow, but if anybody's doing anything special around the eclipse and that whole thing, or, we're just, I think the best thing everybody can do is just maybe around that time, just think peace, think peaceful thoughts, think, healing thoughts might be really good. And if you're feeling fine and all that, for once, like, maybe just step outside of yourself and think, who could use some love right now? Who could use some compassion right now? I mean, it's hard because sometimes the people who could use that compassion are the people that we don't like very much. But But I'm not saying that you have to like them. I'm just saying maybe send some compassion, send some forgiveness, send some healing, send something, and let's just raise the vibration. Let's get some good vibes going. We want to raise the vibration and be in that space, because that makes it a better place for all of us. And we were talking about earlier that you just don't want to underestimate the influence that you can have on your surroundings, on one person, on 100 people you don't know. I mean, hold the energy for love and life. Like, I used to, I listened to this thing, I think it was David Hawkins, who talked about, like, holding the vibration, like you have somebody like a Hitler whose energy was very low, and then you have somebody like Buddha or Christ whose energy was very high, and so it only took like one person radiating at that energy of the Buddha or Jesus or something who could outdo all this lower energy. And so, sometimes people would say, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm holding the space for 10,000 people, in the higher vibration. And I loved saying that.
And that's true. When you're at a higher vibration, you can affect that many people. That's not an exaggeration. Actually, I think it's supposed to be more than that, more like 250,000. But getting to that vibration, I mean, you really have to practice your inner peace, which I'm working on. And apparently I'm getting better at, because people are noticing.
Somebody told her the other day, what did they say? You're walking sunshine or
Yeah.
something. It was awesome. And it's true. Audrey! Hey, Audrey! Yay! Audrey's here. Oh, my friend Audrey. Yay.
Hi.
She's from Texas. And she just got back from travels from India.
Nice.
She's been gone. Awesome.
Nice.
So all my friends have been traveling quite a bit this year. So I'm glad everybody's starting to get home or close to home, or at least not traveling tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Stay
I'm
put
not
wherever
saying
you
that
are.
you won't be fine. I mean, you will be fine, but I just, So we're talking about bringing peace into the day, into your life, into whatever moment that you're feeling really wigged out, because that can happen.
It can happen.
Just like that. So I always like, and I don't know if I said this. Did I say this already? That like you're only one thought away from a new perspective.
Yeah.
But
that's a really good statement. I like that.
yeah. So you're only one thought away from a new perspective. The trick is getting to that point where you're only one thought away. Because sometimes it takes you a while to work yourself up into that place of peace, especially when you're really riled up. Mm-hmm. When someone has really triggered you, they've said something or done something, and boy, they just nail it, and you're like on fire, because it's like, oh, I can't believe that this would happen. And so we just want you to remember, you can come back to neutral, come back to the neutral spot on your little meditation cushion in your mind, and listen to some music that you like that calms you down. Listen, have a little spot of tea, or water. Water's
always good.
Bob says beer's good, but I say water. Lauren would also say water, because Lauren does water fast in Costa Rica. I keep talking. Okay, I'll get over it. I'm not going to Costa Rica right now. I'm just going to be here for the eclipse. So anyway, so what's happening with all of you? Anything super crazy happening that we need to tap on, or anything that you want us to do before we I know we've taken up a little bit of time, so we want to, sometimes we get on here and then we just don't, we're like Hotel California, it's like you can check out anytime, but we never leave. Yeah, we're just, and I don't know if we told you about this little thing that we did early on when we were doing Facebook Live. So we thought we were on.
Yeah.
We just thought no one was joining us because we didn't see anybody. We didn't see anybody's, but we just kept talking for like an hour, and then we tried to check.
We thought we were really smart, and we were really sad people were missing it.
What happened?
We weren't really smart.
We just coached ourselves for an hour, and nobody watched us. And then we tried to shut it off, and then we couldn't shut it off. And we're like, oh my God, we're never going to be able to, we're going to be on perpetual Facebook Live, which is scary. But,
for everyone.
Yeah, for everyone. I mean, by that point, we were really into it. We were really warmed up, and we were really...
we had good ideas by the end there.
Yeah, we were really good. And so then we said, oh, God, we're going to have to do this again. So, so what we we did was we went to the Mexican restaurant. We had some margaritas, and we came back and we did it again. It was much better after the margaritas. I'm sorry, we keep I keep hitting the table, which causes a little chaos.
A little vibration.
And sorry.
A vibration.
The
all of its
vibration
own.
felt all around the world. You can feel it in Texas. You can feel it in Costa Rica. You can feel it in Germany. In Germany, except maybe Veronique went to bed by now. I hope so for her sake, because
yeah, it was really
2:30
early
in the morning. Yeah, she's had a quite the summer. And so anyway, anybody winding down from a big summer, or anything we need to talk about to get you through the week with a little tapping, a little finger, peace starts with me, or anything like that? Anything you need from us before we sign off? Do we need to tell you more about the retreat? Margaritas always help. Yes, they do. Yeah. Oh,
that is a true story.
Yeah.
I've lived
You
by
know,
that
I
my
think I
whole
could have one right now.
adult life.
I'm a little bit thirsty.
Gavin's ready.
After
He'll
Gavin,
take you.
Gavin is our producer. Gavin is he's
Hi,
doing
Gavin.
his quick wave. He's 12, and he knows a lot more about the computers than we do. So we have him as tech support in the background. We have Gavin, 12, and as being our producer. Roscoe. Roscoe, how old are you? He's
about 8.
He's about 8. He's just licking his paws because he's trying to clean up his act just so he can come on the camera.
He wants to look good.
Yeah, and my dogs Ruby and Jake are over there with Bob, hopefully not drinking beer. They're grounding themselves. Maybe he's just petting them, and right, Bob? Yeah, I think Bob maybe signed off and is watching
He probably did.
football or something.
You guys are you guys are done.
You got just he can hear us chit chat all the time, and maybe doesn't appreciate it. But anyway, so here we are in Iowa. We're in Maquoketa, Iowa, specifically where we will not see the eclipse tomorrow, but we're okay with that. We're holding the space. We're holding the space for peace for 10,000 people, and now you are all empowered to do the same. We're granting that to you. So, breathe deeply, breathe into your center, and really try and just radiate your goodness, because I can feel your goodness. Just when I look at your name, it makes me happy. I saw Audrey's name, I got very happy. I see Lauren's name, it makes me happy. I see Karen Till's name, I see Melody, I see all of you, and it makes me super happy. So
Bob's still there.
Oh, Bob. Oh, he was actually petting Jake. Okay. All right. This is so exciting. This is the first time Bob's participated in the Facebook Live, and it's very impressive. He said 3 things already. That's exciting.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Bob. If I had those little hearts, I probably do, and we'll learn how to do that, because we can put like hats and things on. We
Gavin will
discovered.
show us.
Oh, Gavin's going to show us that we can add things that makes it really interesting, like because we're maybe not that interesting right now. We understand, which is why we're going to probably be signing
off. We'll
But
let you go for the night.
We do want to know this. How are you going to stay calm in the chaos that might be coming this week?
Well, because
Anybody?
it's not just this week.
Yeah.
We're heading into fall, and then it's going to, start a school, and then all the holidays start coming.
Is anybody starting school tomorrow besides me? I mean, I'm not going. I'm like in charge of people going, which is really even more stressful.
It really is. Gavin starts
stressful.
Wednesday, so we've
stressful.
had our little anti-stress
Yeah.
talk about the first day of school.
Yeah. Anybody having anything come up besides, the eclipse, besides all the things going on in the world, besides... Because I actually read something today from this astrologer that I really like, and she was saying that, we'll feel the effects of this eclipse for like 6 months. And I'll just tell you some of the things that they were saying. Oh, Audrey, school starts here tomorrow. Yeah, okay. All right, yeah, so, there's probably a lot of people are feeling that little bit of nervousness.
Yeah,
do you ever
edge.
feel that like on a Sunday night when either you have to go back to work on Monday or, I would feel it sometimes when I was in school, and the Sunday evening, it's like, oh, my stomach hurts. I don't want to have to do this. And so peace starts with me. I'm sorry, I should have brought my meditation cushion, and we could have shown you that. We could have shown you the Buddha. That might have made... People ask me, Penny, why do you have 27 Buddhas in your house? And I just need them to calm me down. You know, they bring me instant peace, and I like them. I like them. You know, they show that having a big belly maybe isn't that bad, right? It might be good luck. Okay, so we're almost done with our, so I guess our storage is almost full. So that's telling us, that's the universe's way of saying,
yep.
You know, with the hook being pulled off the stage. So anyway, thank you all so much for joining us. We love you. We wish you peace. We wish you calmness. We wish you just lots of love. And the Teresa, hey, thanks for joining us. We're just getting ready to jump off because our storage is almost full. That's what our phone is telling us. So anyway, we will see you next week. We come back every Sunday, 7 p.m. for the Sunday Summer Stretch Series. Next week, mystery topic. So anyway, because we'll have to see how this stressful week went. You know, we'll see if that radiating peace for 10,000 people worked, and if it did, we're going to go for 20,000 next week.
There you go.
Because we know you can do it, because we can feel you. We love you, and we thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Uh-oh. We're still here. This is the Hotel California thing, I think. Again.
Oh, here we go. Done. Here, let's try hitting done. Yeah.